Hello friends, welcome back. In this lecture, we will be going to do all the setup required like installation of Visual Studio Code, GitHub Copilot and GitHub Copilot chat. So to make development easier, we will require Visual Studio Code to be installed first. So what is a Visual Studio Code? Visual Studio Code is a IDE, integrated development environment, and it is the most important software which is used for writing code in multiple programming language, and also it is used for to manage the files and manage our coding project also. Now to install Visual Studio Code, we need to download it from codevisualstudio.com, and it is available for Mac, Linux and Windows operating system. So I am using Windows operating system, so I am able to download directly from here and install in my system. As I have already installed on my system, so I am not going to install in my system here. Additionally, within Visual Studio Code, we can install extensions to the Visual Studio Code. Here we will be installing GitHub Copilot and GitHub Copilot chat. So after installation of Visual Studio Code in your system, open Visual Studio Code to install GitHub Copilot and GitHub Copilot chat. So click on extension here on the left side and search for GitHub Copilot. So once you search for GitHub Copilot, you can see here GitHub Copilot and GitHub Copilot chat. Click on this and install that. As I have already installed in my system, it is showing as disable and uninstall button here. But when you are first time doing installation, you will see install button here and you can install from here GitHub Copilot. In similar way, you can install GitHub Copilot chat also. So to understand more on GitHub Copilot and GitHub Copilot chat, you will see some very important feature of GitHub Copilot and GitHub Copilot chat. First is a GitHub Copilot. It is a very advanced autocomplete, and GitHub Copilot chat is used to explain snippet of code used to create file for us. One amazing feature of GitHub Copilot chat is that now GitHub Copilot chat have a context for our workspace and all the file in your project. So it is aware about files and code that you are working on any particular project. So it gives you a better code suggestion and gives better code for us based on context of our project. Similarly, there are a lot of useful features available in GitHub Copilot and GitHub Copilot chat. So to use the functionality of GitHub Copilot, you need to create new GitHub account or log into your existing GitHub account. As I have already created GitHub account, so I am going to log in from here. Click on this icon and sign in with GitHub to use GitHub Copilot. Authorize Visual Studio Code because we are using GitHub Copilot for Visual Studio Code. Click on open. Now click on this icon and we can see here I have logged in successfully to my GitHub Copilot account. If you don't have subscription for GitHub Copilot, sign up for new subscription to GitHub Copilot. They are offering free trial which can be cancelled anytime during free trial to avoid getting charged. So to get subscription, sign up GitHub Copilot. So how you can do? Search GitHub Copilot in Google and you will see GitHub Copilot, your AI peer programmer. Once you click on GitHub Copilot, your AI peer programmer, you will see first screen, get started with Copilot. So click on this button. Once you clicked on get started with Copilot, you will be navigated to this page. And in the first tab, you can see here, Copilot individuals. This is for individual developer, freelancers, student, and educator that want to code faster and happier. If you are signed up for the first time, You can start with free trial, and this free trial is for 1 month. You can use GitHub Copilot for first 1 month free of cost. And once you complete that 1 month, you will be charged for $10 USD from next month. So to avoid that getting charged, you can cancel that subscription anytime during free trial to avoid getting charged. Once you have active GitHub Copilot subscription, that is a free or paid subscription, you need to link Visual Studio Code to GitHub account. Sign in GitHub using Visual Studio Code. Here we have already signed in. Once you logged in, you can see GitHub icon here. And once you click here, you can see this status of the GitHub Copilot is ready. You can use this GitHub Copilot for your code development or project development when you start working on Visual Studio Code. So this is the complete detail about the installation of GitHub and GitHub Copilot chat and Visual Studio. Thank you.